So Black Ops 6 Zombies has been out for like a week at this point, maybe a little over a week. And I wanted to do a video on how I feel. I'm just gonna be completely honest. I wasn't really sure how to feel at first, but considering the fact that it's a new round-based zombies, I wanted to give it a chance, and I gave myself a week to, try out the maps, try out the guns, try out the game itself, and see how I felt. Well, it's been over a week, so let's get into how I feel. So I know in that little intro segment, I kind of said that I didn't know how to feel, but pre-release, I was hyped. It's mainly when I first played my first match is when I was like, I don't know how to feel yet. And to be fair, it's been like that ever since, I got into zombies. A new zombies game comes out, and on your first match, you kind of you're taking everything in. You don't really know how to feel. Well, I gave myself a week to understand the game, learn how shit works and stuff, and here we are now. So let's get into this. In my personal opinion, I think Black Ops 6 is a genuine good continuation from Cold War, and I think a lot of the mechanics that were implemented in Cold War have deadass been improved in many ways. Like, for example, in Cold War, they introduced the ability to upgrade your perks, upgrade your loadouts and shit, and I think in this game, they upped that idea. The whole augment system has genuinely been, to me, a very fun system, because it forces you to not only buy the perk, but kind of use it. You have to buy shit that you probably would never really buy and use it to upgrade and research more shit, and as a result you're making your perk way more stronger, and I think that is a genuine great idea. I like the idea, and in my opinion, I think I like it more than the Cold War system where they had the Ethereum crystals and shit. I think this encourages you to use the perk and learn, more shit about it. As you go on, you unlock these cool little upgrades to the perk, which is already an upgrade to your character in game, and in my personal opinion, that allows more creativity on the devs when they're adding new perks. They can add all these cool little side effects that you get as a result of researching the perk augment. They can really do weird shit and have fun with it without it totally dividing the community, because if you don't want the fucking augment, you don't need it, you don't have to use them, but the option's there if you want to get weird with the perks, and I like that idea. I know I didn't really do an opinion video on my Cold War Zombies opinions when it dropped 4 years ago, but I can sum it up just saying that Cold War was genuinely a much better game than Black Ops 4, and I think they had the right direction for a new era of zombies. And when I look back, two of those maps were genuinely some good maps. I think D Machine and Mauer Toten were some solid maps, but the other two maps just kind of whatever. The reason I bring up my opinions on Cold War in the first place is because when I was watching videos about Black Ops 6, people were always saying, hey, if you like Cold War, you're gonna like Black Ops 6, and I kind of agree with that sentiment, because Black Ops 6 literally just is a more refined version of what Cold War introduced, and I think they do it justice. And on topic of Black Ops 6, I think the maps we have are pretty decent, and when I was when the shit was being revealed, I kind of expected myself to like one of the maps over the other map, just based off what I was seeing, and I think that was unfair. My thoughts are the opposite of what I originally thought. When Terminus was being revealed for the first time, I expected myself to like Terminus more. I thought Liberty Falls just kind of looked basic, and I'm probably gonna like Terminus more. I assumed Terminus would be more Easter egg driven, and I was right about that. And I think visually Terminus has the upper hand. Terminus looks fucking beautiful, but Liberty Falls, I'm kind of a sucker for the aesthetic that Liberty Falls goes for. The little small town in the 90s, that shit's a nice little aesthetic to me. And in terms of my playtime, I've played Liberty Falls probably double the amount I've played Terminus. I don't know if that's just my being influenced by camo grinding or whatever, but I haven't played much Terminus, and it's not that the map is bad. I think the setup on the map genuinely is better than Liberty Falls. Getting Pack-a-Punch open is so cool. Diving underwater to get the Pack-a-Punch up, and the little underground laboratory, that shit's fucking sick. And it's funny because I am someone who genuinely does like the Easter egg driven maps. I fuck with a lot of the Black Ops 3 maps, and even some of the Black Ops 4 shits are pretty fucking cool. But in this game, I'm finding myself gravitating towards Liberty Falls, which that Easter egg is super short, has no boss fight, and can be done in 25 minutes if you're know what you're doing. And in my opinion, I think both of them are kind of underwhelming, but I think Liberty Falls was definitely meant for beginners, and it kind of reminds me of D Machine in the way that it's there's no boss fight, and the Easter egg's pretty fucking short. D Machine Easter egg could be done half an hour if you know what you're doing. Now, I do personally think that the Terminus boss fight looks pretty cool, but truthfully, I haven't done Terminus Easter egg yet. My main objective before this video was to do both Easter eggs, but I haven't gotten around to it yet because I'm camo grinding, and I think Terminus isn't really the map fit for camo grinding. And that's okay. I still think Terminus is a fine enough map, and I would play it over most Black Ops 4 maps any fucking day, but I haven't done the Easter egg yet. And when I do, I'm I'm gonna update y'all about that. I think the boss fight looks really fucking cool in Terminus. But I think in terms of Easter eggs, I think the launch Easter eggs are kind of just whatever. But that's perfectly okay. Sometimes we don't want complicated fucking Easter eggs like Black Ops 3 maps had. And it's the launch maps. The launch maps don't have to be super fucking Easter egg driven. They can be their own thing. They can have an Easter egg, but it doesn't have to be super complex. And I think in terms of launch maps, we have a solid lineup and a solid foundation that hopefully the future DLC maps can follow up on. I genuinely hope to see this game succeed, and I hope that the newer maps aren't super afraid of doing Easter egg shit, but I also hope that they understand that a lot of casual people are playing the zombies mode. In terms of Black Ops 6, it is a perfectly fine zombies game. It is much better than Black Ops 4, and I kind of struggled with the idea, but it might be better than Cold War 2, just based off the innovations they made to the Cold War blueprint that they had. And we gotta let this game succeed. They gotta hit the mark on this. This has to succeed. We gotta show, all these zombie devs that we don't want fucking open world Modern Warfare zombies bullshit. We don't want that Vanguard objective bullshit. We like round-based zombies, and so far the reception I've personally seen, like on Twitter and YouTube, has been positive, and I'm right along with them. I had a lot of critiques in general, like nitpicks with the zombies mode, but in the end, it's a good zombies mode, regardless of what I've talked about that was negative. The point is Black Ops 6 Zombies is perfectly good, and I think you should try it if you have the game. If you don't have the game, I wouldn't buy it solely for the zombies. I didn't really talk about the multiplayer because I probably have an hour played in multiplayer. Listen, it's Treyarch Zombies, dude. When Treyarch Zombies is out and it's round-based zombies, I am prioritizing the zombies over multiplayer. There's been one exception to that, and it was Black Ops 4, but I'm gonna prioritize zombies over multiplayer this year especially. So Black Ops 6 Zombies is perfectly good, and again, like I said, buy the game if you want to. Don't buy it solely for the zombies. If you have the game, play the zombies. It's really fun, and I think you'll have a good time. That's my opinion. That's it. That's how I feel. The game is good. See y'all later.